Hey, how's it going, fight fans? Welcome to mindforcombat. If you're new to the channel, my name's Rohan and this is my platform where I do fight sports related content. If you're new here, why don't you help me grow my platform? All you have to do is subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like it, maybe hit that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a video. With that said, this is a video that I was really looking forward to making, and it was on the back of a press conference where a reporter asked Dana White if he would ever consider doing cross promotion. Well, Dana White said, well, who is there to cross promote? And this guy could think of no one other than Juan Archuleta. Now, no disrespect to Juan Archuleta. Juan Archuleta is a great fighter and I'm a big fan of Juan Archuleta. But that reporter should be ashamed of himself. I don't know who he is. I follow MMA. I don't really follow reporters like that. But I was really embarrassed that that's all he could think of, especially when you consider the level of talent that exists in Bellator in particular. Now, there's tons of talent in mixed martial arts, the world of mixed martial arts. Obviously, you guys know that I'm a huge fan of One Championship. Also, I watch Ryzen, I watch, everything, every form of mixed martial arts, BAMMA, UFC MMA here in the UK. I watch PFL, everything. You name it, I'll watch it all. But it's bitter for me when I see stuff like this happen and the guys don't get their respect, because the moment that question got brought up, 3 fights in particular jumped straight to my mind. So I'm going to talk to you guys about those fights and let you know who I think would be incredible super fight opponents for some UFC champions. So without further ado, let's get into this. So firstly, we got Valentina Shevchenko dominating 125 in the UFC. She's got 3 title defenses already. She's beaten Joanna Jędrzejczyk, obviously dominated Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and she's really taken out everyone else that's came in her way. There's been no real challenge to her, has there? Jessica Eye obviously got completely flatlined, and she's had a lot of success at 135 as well. So Valentina Shevchenko is, in my opinion, the best 125er in the world right now. And in the UFC, I don't really see no one that can challenge her. But running parallel to Valentina Shevchenko's dominance, there is Ilima-Lei McFarlane's dominance in the Bellator cage. Ilima-Lei McFarlane has got 4 title defenses over in Bellator. Now, Ilima-Lei McFarlane, for those of you who don't know, is an undefeated Bellator world champion who holds a professional record of 11-0. Like Valentina Shevchenko, she stands at 5'5", and like Valentina Shevchenko, she has a 66.5-inch reach. She will never match Valentina Shevchenko on the feet. Never ever will she be as good as Valentina Shevchenko on the feet. But where are her abilities? Well, she's got incredible ground game. Will she be able to take Valentina down? I don't know, and even if she does, it's not so easy, right? But she's incredibly durable, she's tough, she's well-rounded, she's not lost on her feet, and she's not a stupid fighter. She's not going to go in there. No disrespect to Jessica Eye, but I think she fought a very stupid fight against Valentina Shevchenko, and it really showed by the result of it. I think Valentina would have probably knocked her out anyways, but Ilima-Lei McFarlane deserves her shout in that fight, with the fact that she's got 4 title defenses in that weight class. She's been a champion in that weight class since her 7th professional fight, and now she's settled into it. She's gained the experience, she's gained that talent, and I have no doubt that she would give Valentina Shevchenko a great fight. Do I think that she would win that fight? Not necessarily. Do I think she'll be an underdog? Yes, a massive one. But she stands a better chance against Valentina Shevchenko than anybody on the UFC roster, in my opinion. And I think that's sad that that fight never got brought up. And in a couple of years, with a little more experience, Ilima-Lei McFarlane may even be able to really truly challenge Valentina and even knock her off her throne. Do I think that's going to happen? No, because UFC don't do cross promotion, and both these ladies are now in their early 30s. So it's kind of sad it will never happen. But moving on, we got another great fight, and this one that there's been a lot of trash talk about, and that's the fight between the current Bellator lightweight and featherweight world champion and the current UFC featherweight champion, Alexander Volkanovski and Patricio Pitbull. Now, we all know who Alexander Volkanovski is, right? The 32-year-old Irishman, the 32-year-old Australian who's just really put on a couple of performances in the featherweight division, kind of dominated with the exception of his last fight with Max Holloway, and I thought Max Holloway probably should have gotten the nod in that fight, and there's been a lot of trash talk between these guys back and forth. But who's Patricio Pitbull? Patricio Pitbull is the current featherweight champion in Bellator and the current lightweight champion. He's a 3-time world featherweight champion in Bellator, lightweight champion. He's won 2 Grand Prix in Bellator, and he holds a professional record of 30 wins and 4 losses. Let's match them up for size. Well, they're not dissimilar. Alexander Volkanovski is 5'6". Patricio Pitbull is 5'5". Alexander Volkanovski has a 71.5-inch reach. Patricio Pitbull has a 66-inch reach. But don't forget the fact that Patricio Pitbull has also fought at 155 against the likes of Ben Henderson, and he's knocked out Mike Chandler. He's knocked out Daniel Strauss. He's beaten some of the best fighters that Bellator has to offer, and I think he will never get the respect that he truly deserves because he fights for Bellator. Well, he is a true world champion. He has been asking for the fight with Volkanovski, and I'm not so sure Volkanovski can beat him. I'm probably going to do detailed fight breakdowns on all of these fights, and I wouldn't necessarily pick Volkanovski over Patricio Pitbull because I think Patricio Pitbull beats him in a lot of areas. Now, Volkanovski is incredibly durable and talented and can beat any man at 145, but this is more than a 50-50 fight, and if anyone is not giving this fight the respect it deserves, they're losing their mind. This fight is absolutely exceptional, and if it doesn't ever get made because of the differences in promotion and the fact that UFC doesn't cross promote, that'll be a huge loss for MMA. So my second most desired fight is a super fight between world champions Alexander Volkanovski, Patricio Pitbull. Make it happen. My number one fight in all of MMA, forget the UFC, forget Bellator, yes, cross promotion. In all of MMA, the one fight that I want to see most is a fight between UFC welterweight champion and Bellator welterweight champion Kamaru Usman versus Douglas Lima, the current reigning welterweight champion in the UFC, who's defended his belt twice. The 33-year-old Kamaru Usman, who is 17-1 in mixed martial arts, versus the 3-time Bellator welterweight champion, former 2-time tournament winner, welterweight Grand Prix winner, and arguably the best Bellator fighter of all time, I would say so, certainly, Douglas the Phenom Lima. Now, his brother fights in the UFC, but his brother is certainly the lesser brother. Douglas Lima is one of the best welterweights in the world. He holds a professional record of 32 wins and 7 losses, as opposed to Kamaru Usman's record of 17 wins and 1 loss. Makes him vastly more experienced than Kamaru Usman. Experience isn't everything, I know, but you've got to respect the man who has fought that many times. Kamaru Usman stands at 6 foot, Douglas Lima is 6'1". Kamaru Usman has a 76-inch reach, Douglas Lima has a 75-inch reach, so they're very closely matched. Now, obviously, Kamaru Usman has got some incredible wins. He's beaten the likes of Jorge Masvidal, Tyron Woodley, Colby Covington, Damian Maia, Rafael dos Anjos. Well, guess what? So does Douglas Lima. He don't fight in the UFC, but he's beaten former UFC top contender, world title contender, and a guy who's beaten former UFC champions in Rory MacDonald. He revenged the loss and absolutely dominated Rory MacDonald in his fight. He's beaten Andrei Korishkov, another guy who's a former Bellator welterweight champion. He's beaten top contender in the UFC and a guy who had taken out Jorge Masvidal and Neil Magny and was ranked top 5 in Lorenz Larkin. That's another great win for Douglas Lima. Douglas Lima has taken out MVP to give him the first loss of his career. He's taken out Paul Semtex Daly. He's got an incredible resume. You cannot doubt Douglas Lima, the former MFC welterweight champion as well earlier on in his career. This is a guy who's taken out everyone who's been put in his path, is a world champion, defended his belt multiple times, has had consistency in his career, and has taken on some of the best fighters the welterweight division has to offer. The fight between Kamaru Usman and Douglas Lima is more than a 50-50 fight, and it's a fight that has to be made for the sport of mixed martial arts. Some things are bigger than money and promotion. Some things are bigger than pride. And some things is about the sport. It's about the sport and it's about the fans. And I really hope and plead that the UFC makes this fight happen. Now, who am I? They're not going to listen to me. No one cares about what I've got to say. But this is an incredible fight, and if you're looking for cross-promotional super fights, look no further than this. This is the biggest fight that can be made, Kamaru Usman versus Douglas Lima. That fight, fans, is my top 3 super fights that the UFC could do with Bellator right now. And with Vadim Nemkov on the rise in UFC's light heavyweight division currently vacant, Vadim Nemkov has now taken out Ryan Bader, Phil Davis, Liam McGarry. You got to start to consider him as maybe the best light heavyweight in the world right now, and it will be very interesting to see how that all plays out in the UFC's 205 division. If you guys could have any fight right now in all of mixed martial arts, which one would it be? For me, if I could only pick one, it would be Kamaru Usman versus Douglas Lima. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment below with your ideas of cross-promotional super fights, and don't just keep it tied to the UFC. Mix it up, throw in some one championship stuff as well. And let's get the ball rolling. Anyways, fight fans, thank you for watching. As always, I'm Rohan, and if you're new here, like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. This is Mindful Combat. Thank you.